boss is expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center.
It's week 2 of the 2023 season, and we've got the Bengals' creative quarterback. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Mills. Here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. The Bengals are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Down at about the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. The upper hand is there on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, looking good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. Bengals finished off on a 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Mills. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Hurry! Get the average! 19 strikes!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mills on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third and long for Mills. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 4. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at those.
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-8. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Ready? Trap 50, trap 50. Check back, check back.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Following the fumble recovery, Mills. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield. And he takes it into the... Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns and 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And here comes the Texans now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and 8. Mills looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Flushed out right. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Second down and inches. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mixon up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston set to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the pass... And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Second and 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back now here on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A first down throw for Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their 47-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Seven Pirates!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos!
They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, nothing good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, Mills. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Mills again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
From the 17, Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Mills. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mills.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after by Lambo, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24 because we have to play again next week. Without a doubt, the head coach, he wants them to feel good. At the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Kickoff concludes one game rider. Inside, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the locker room, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. With that 1 possession down the stretch, might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall.
Hello, new world. the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay 5 days.